Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another preview on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TMNT Black, White and Green issue number 4, and unfortunately this is the last issue for this little mini-series, which is really disappointing because I've really enjoyed this series and I really hope they do make like a sequel to this, or just do like something along these kind of lines again, because I think this was just a really great fun like mini-series. There was like so many great issues in this one. Maybe not all of them were as good as some, but they're all really great. So yeah, okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so for the 4 stories we begin in this issue, we got Legends done by Lee Garbett. We got Shredder Gets Caught on Things, scripts done by Chris Condon and art done by Carson Thorne. Does This Android Dream of Electronic Sheep, story done by Jeremy Holt, art done by Sebastian Perez, and the Book of Splinter is done by Patrick Gleason. So yeah, I mean, must admit overall they do sound pretty interesting, especially the Book of Splinter and Legends. They do sound really great and amazing, just like kind of stories which you'd expect to be like really great told stories. So yeah, we'll just wait and see about that. So far they've only released like a few pages for the preview. They will be releasing a few more after I've done this video, so yeah. But we've got like quite a few pages for the story Legends, and also 1 page for the story called The Book of Splinter. So I must admit, overall, they're looking pretty interesting. So for the Legends story, this one is dealing with Splinter, like a young Splinter with like 4 young turtles, like toddler kind of things. And the turtles want them to ask Master Splinter about a story, and Master Splinter gets out of a book and starts to read them about the 4-cupper. And this one, I mean, I really did enjoy this one, and I feel like it's, I mean, I can't wait to see like the full story, because I think it could be a much more interesting one. But also at the same time, I do just like how it's just like one of these kind of stories where it's just like, you know, this story, it has 4 turtles and they did these amazing things, just like you will be. It's just like, I wish they wouldn't like do this kind of thing. I feel like it ruins like the turtles as like being like you know, like superheroes and stuff like that. It just ruins their uniqueness. It feels like, oh well, I mean, like, you know, like we've just got like 4 other heroes who are already turtles and ninjas and stuff like that before. So why does it make any difference now we've got like these ones? Why don't we like spend more time on those ones? So yeah, but either way with this story, there's some 4 turtles, they're in the woods and everyone liked them, and the turtles and stuff, maybe, I don't know really. And then basically one day there was a wind, there were some weasels or something, and they're attacking the forest because yeah, why not? And then all of a sudden the turtles are like, oh yes, we got shells, we can protect ourselves, but these animals, they can't protect themselves, we gotta protect them. Despite all the other animals having like, you know, like they can like go on the ground, go into the trees and stuff like that, but no, they can't protect themselves whatsoever. So that's when the turtles, I was standing on their on the legs now to defend off the wind, because that's how it works. It's stupid, but this is when like they start to make the connections of, oh, you know, it's the turtles and stuff like that, they're heroes. It's just, oh god, I dislike it. But I think either way, this is a pretty decent story, and I really do enjoy the toddlers. They're always just so amazing, and I'd like to see a lot more like stories like this where we do get to see toddler tots. But yeah, and then for the Book of Splinter, we only have 1 page for it so far, which is seeming to be pretty interesting. And I mean, I do like the use of colour of green on this one, where it's more of like a turquoise kind of green, which I think looks really beautiful. And to be honest, I'm not too sure what to really make of this story so far, because Velo Teledrome, Splinter's been captured, April's been captured, the turtles are at large apparently, and we've got this one ninja who has some cybernetics involved in him, and he's also the son of Shredder. Okay, I mean that's, I won't lie, I do like his design. I do like the robotic ninja kind of look, and also the axe thing. I think that looks pretty cool. Even the Shredder design, he looks really great. And yeah, and basically they're uploading some information to the Foot Ninja so that he can find the turtles, but it's got stuck at 96%, and he's wondering, oh, well, can we use a book of Splinter and find the turtles? And Splinter's like, oh no, I trained you, that book is bad, you should never use it. But despite it being Splinter's book, you'd think that it would be like most easy to use it and get all the information, but no, that's Shredder. And from the looks of things, I think the ninja's gonna read it, but I'm not entirely too sure about that just because, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I've only got one page, so it's hard to tell really, but yeah, I mean, overall, this seems like an interesting story. I wonder what's in his book. I mean, I do like the use of green in this one. And the legend story, I'm looking forward to reading how it ends. But at the same time, I dislike how they are using the turtles kind of thing. But, yeah. Okay, so then going over for the description for this issue. So the description for this issue is one last chance to experience the TMNT in black, white and splashes of green in 4 brand new standalone stories from comic top talent Patrick Gleason, Lee Garbett and Eric Henson join the lineup with their own writer-artist entries, including TMNT lead tour of New York and a D. Durex and Lorenzen Hall collaboration. Raphael comes in contact with a medicine spirit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's not really too much I can really talk about with the actual description for this one, just because it's 4 standalone stories, not really too much I can really talk about there. They're all going to be interesting, and yeah, there's nothing I can really talk about really. So yeah. Okay, so then for the covers, we got cover A, which is done by Pat Gleason, which I think looks really cool, where it's all like turtles standing on the manhole or like sewer kind of thing, with the ooze going down over the city. I think it's a very creative colour. I do like how they use the colours like really well with the turtles. It looks so great and amazing. I feel like this is like got to be up there for being like one of the most creative covers and one of the best covers so far. Yeah, I like this one. Just like how like creative, like it uses all the colours with the shadows, the lights, and it's just perfect. So then for Lee Garbett, we do get to see the turtles. They're coming out of sewer. Yeah, that's all I can really talk about really. There's not really so much I can really say. It's just them there, coming out there. It looks cool. Yeah. So then for the 110 variant, which is done by Kevin Anthony Castellan, and this one is more in line with like the 80s stuff, where we do get to see Tendrome in the background, Krang fighting the turtles. Is yeah, no, I don't like this one because Krang's green. Ew. Yeah, I don't like that, but other than that, it's a pretty decent cover, I want to say, but Krang being green, they had one job and I couldn't even do that right. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this issue. Are you looking forward to it? Are you not? And yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you please share, let's subscribe and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.